Welcome to Pride Against Prejudice, a Shadowrun 4th edition actual play podcast.
Hi, I'm Simon and I'm playing Huggy Bear.
Hi, I'm Al and I'll be playing Maverick.
My name is Les and I will be playing Murin.
Hi, I'm Jack and I play Toyga.
Hi, I'm Michael and I'll be playing Sunshine.
And my name is Rhydian, I am the GM. If you would like any bonus content, a link to our living campaign map can be found in the show notes, along with a link to our Discord where you can get occasional bonus episodes, and if you'd like to add locations to the map or just ask us questions, you're welcome to join us there. The following content may contain themes and materials not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. We don't have a podcast trailer for you this week, but the Dragon's Greed Gaming podcast episode that is dropping this week had myself as a guest player on their Shadowrun game, Paydata, after they kindly invited me onto their show. Getting up at 4 in the morning to play Shadowrun until dawn was slightly surreal, but a hell of a lot of fun. I've dropped a link to their show in the show notes. Thanks again for inviting me onto the show, guys, and thank you for giving me the chance to play 5e for the first time. The team have made it to the docks and knocked on the door with a full frontal assault. Can they make it to the ship in time to save the metahumans that are being trafficked against their will? Mav, do you want to do a thing?
What is that?
It's a chain link gate, but it's currently open. You can see a big old truck is in there as well.
Ah, an open gate. You know what that is, Huggy?
I'm very well aware of what that is. That is an opportunity to get the whole van through into this second area.
Indeed. On which approximate subject, I'm going to take out one of the intervening obstacles. Namely, that fucker.
Alright, how are you going about this?
I lean out the side window, which is a slightly awkward proposition because I'm on the wrong side of the... Can I be on the other side of the van?
I mean, you can just go, sorry doctor, and just bump over.
That seems rude. I do it the awkward way.
There's a little things that I would like to have on the van. Because this is a runner van, and I quite often run with Mav, the doors are set up so you have I've built in a foot stand, so you can stand in the window, shooting through the window. You can place yourself with the door in between you and the...
I like the way Huggy thinks.
Yeah, I'll let it fly for RP, it's quite cool.
I don't expect it to do anything more than look cool, but that's what it's for.
Mav opens the door, steps out onto the plate, and gives this guy what for? Long, narrow... what are we going to say? Oh, let's try out the new toy, shall we?
Oh, sweet Jesus, have you got APDS up the spout?
I've got APDS and Stick and Shock because, you know, Joe Mags.
Joe Mag Smart Gun for the win!
Actually, before I do that, with my first simple action, I activate Attribute Boost.
Okay.
I need to not forget to do the Attribute Boost. I get 3 hits because fuck you.
Does that give you any bonuses?
It gives me 3 additional points of agility.
Oh my god. Okay. Resist your drain.
Bot.
Okay.
It's 2 points of drain. I have 8 points of drain.
Yeah, I'm quite happy for you to just buy the hits for that for the sake of privacy. So, take your
Take my shot at +3.
Okay.
Jesus, that's a lot.
7 hits.
Oof. So that's 4 net hits. And 14 at AP -6.
I think he did.
Alright, so yeah, you just drill it stomach with 6 rounds. They just go straight through along with most of his insides and just oaks the ground and the van and the guy and the shipping container behind it. And he just hits the deck. He's thoroughly dead.
The man has a hole the size of a fist in his stomach.
Yeah.
That's not helping.
The thing I forgot, Toyga, was that your spirit was effectively holding its action, so it can now go. So it'll be a simple action for it to materialise, because it was the astral plane, but it can just materialise next to the asshat that shot you.
Yeah, so it's done that.
It won't be able to attack this turn, because close combat is a complex action, but it can certainly hit in his face and ruin his day.
Boogly, boogly, boogly.
Could it use any of its powers?
What power?
It has fear.
Boogly, boogly, boogly.
Quite probably. In fact, you know what? Fuck it. We'll call it a simple action. So, what's the willpower on that thing?
6.
All right. So please roll me 12 dice.
5 hits.
No. He running away now. Down the left-hand side, there is an alley that runs alongside it. There's a gate there with some guards that Huggy and Mav have thoroughly shot to bits. From the bottom, there is a guard that ran round the side and opened fire on your car, and then severely wounded Toiga, who has also now gone, oh, I have made poor life choices, as this giant, resplendent Moggy has appeared from the astral space and used its fear ability on him. Things are getting a little bit interesting.
So, I choose to imagine that this leopard's eyes are about level with the eyes of an average height person. So it suddenly just pops into existence with its nose inches from this guy's face, and it just leans forward and goes, boop.
That would be pretty fucking terrifying.
I'm just also imagining the tiger from Kung Fu Panda.
Could I get a reaction roll from your spirit? The other gate guard next to the guy who's now scared Draclus has come round the corner and opened fire with a long, narrow burst.
I got 5 hits.
Thank you. Flubbed it, mostly missed, and the giant astral leopard just kind of... Leopards can really, really hit. And it's a little bit... Oh, fuck. No, dagger.
Oh shit, giant spirit! Bam, 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 bam. Oh shit, giant spirit.
Oh shit, giant spirit! Bam, bam, bam. Give me another reaction at a -1, please.
3 hits.
All right, so it has been hit. However, it'll have an astral armor of 12. So unless something does 12 damage or more, unless it's magical, the spirit does not care.
So what's my roll?
You don't need to roll. You'll
Oh,
auto soak it. You spirits have hardened armor because screw you, or screw everyone that isn't you specifically. That went poorly for him.
It just turns to look at him and says, hello, little mouse.
Grendel.
Right. Grendel is loaded with explosive. He's going to move to there.
After deploying, so that's a simple action, and he moves away from your van so that he can see into the gate.
And then fire long narrow burst at that guy.
Okay,
Autonomous explosive ammo. Only 2 hits.
you still have 1 net.
Right, okay, that guy sucks.
Sucks to be him. Okay, so that'll be... Sorry, was it a long...
Yeah, that long narrow.
Okay, so 10... 17.
Wait, can I do that?
Yeah. In 4th edition you can. If this were 5th you couldn't, but we're playing 4th, not 5th.
Right, cool.
So he sunk 4 of the 17 damage.
Oh, good phrases.
That'll be 13 damage that he just took as... Yeah, you basically put the shots in. They start at about his shin, but the recoil makes them track up. And one goes through his shin, one through the knee. You just see white come out the side of his thigh, and the last bullet just passes through his hip.
That gentleman doesn't have much bone left.
Yeah, he's not dead. He just has 0 interest in continuing to fight.
He's not dead. He might wish he was.
He probably will be in a few moments from blood loss and shot. And it might be a mercy.
At the very least, he's getting a hip replacement.
I mean, dude would need a cyber leg at this point. It is your turn, Mirren.
Player's in a bad position right next to me, right?
He is indeed, yes.
This is an out-of-character question, because I honestly don't know. Is there any possible action I can take to stabilize or help at this point?
Do you have the first aid skill?
I don't remember. I'm not actually sure.
You don't, which, considering we built this character as a bodyguard, seems a little bit odd. You've not actually got a first aid kit either, by the looks of it, so...
There's one in Grendel's mother.
There's one in my pocket.
There's one in my pocket.
You've got a trauma patch, so if he starts dying, you can stop dying.
Okay, the guy who shot at my car, what's his status right now?
Looking at a spirit and absolutely bricking it.
Can I reach him?
You're a troll, so very probably.
He's going to pay for what he did. Doing that amount of damage is just not acceptable. Have you any idea how much a repaint costs these days?
Yeah, you can very definitely to this poor asshat, so do you want to just run over clobber?
That's what I do.
Okay, I'm going to give you your +2 for charging.
See, there's the problem. We took the time to reverse into parking position. That's why Toyker got hit instead of me.
I think even if it was facing up the way, which I'm kind of imagining it was, he would still be on the side that got stitched.
Oh yeah, if it's up the way.
Yeah, which is the direction that you would have had to go to get up there. Because if you keep going up, you end up in the water, so you couldn't have come from that direction. The Vori guy that you're attacking, he's had the fear power used on him by the spirit, so he's not actively defending himself right now. He's just trying to run away. So he's just turning to run away. Mirren runs over and just slams this axe into his back. Dude's got to resist 13 damage. So he's taken 9 physical, so he's not down. But he's... Put it this way, you've done the first strike of performing the Blood Eagle on this guy.
That car was a classic!
Yeah, the ribs on the right side, they're no longer attached to his spinal column.
Oh.
Also my blood.
So heading down the wall from you, there are three more guys. They are relatively identical looking dudes with assault rifles.
So he's going to take a short burst at Mirren.
Roll for me, Dice Daddy.
I do not know how I feel about this, Mirren. You'll be at a -1 because you've already been attacked once in the car. He gets 2 net hits, so that's 11 stun that you'll have to resist. Ouch. But then again, this is Mirren we're talking about, so whether or not it'll actually matter... Oh my god, never mind, you're not going to care in the slightest.
This is what I was made for.
If you take any damage, this will be stun. Actually, you do take 4 stun from that.
Again with the stun.
Yeah, the reason you take so much stun, dude, is that bullets can't get through your armor because it was built proper.
The reason you take so much stun is that you actually can't take physical damage without someone, holding a machine gun against your chest and just holding the trigger down until the barrel melts. Or then you're only taking damage because the barrel is too hot.
Gretel's turn.
So there's gunfire coming on from around the corner where Mirren was just headed. So I'll send Gretel down to assist. Drones have a move of 15, so she'll move in range of the one that Mirren just blood-eagled and takes a shot.
He could be more blood-eagled.
Give me your attack roll with any appropriate modifiers.
I'm using standard ammo with this one. That's 2 hits.
You have 1 net hit. Was it long or short again, please?
The short first.
Yeah, you basically just put 3 rounds through the guy's skull.
Crack, crack, crack. Like an egg.
Yeah, he's thoroughly down. He's been ended rightly by multiple members of the party at this point. So are you doing anything further with the drone? Or?
That's all I can do for the moment.
All right, so Toyger, you're having a good time. Oh, wait, nope, sorry, I do apologise. It's Dr. Butler first. Yeah, fuck it, she's going to run her full distance of 25 out to there. Drawing a pistol as she does, which she is going to aim and fire, well, just fire because she doesn't have the action economy for anything else, at this dude. She'll be at a -. Well, she's enthusiastic. Your turn, Toiga. You have quite a large hole in your chest underneath your arm, in your armpit, and yeah, that's gone through rib. Yeah, you can feel a bit of rib. Oh god, that hurts.
Right, I have a med kit. Can I use that in combat?
You can, but it's quite slow.
I've also got heal.
Best bet, to be honest, is stay back, keep your head down, let the others do the work at this point, because they're now ahead of you,
Yeah.
and sort yourself out later. You have a sort of literal doctor along with you on the run who helped you out with healing. Oh,
He's not a real doctor, though.
she's got more medical training than you, mate.
That's a very, very low bar.
Yeah, I mean, with Mav, it's enough for him to not be chewing a crayon.
I was drinking, asshole.
I know how to put a drone back together. It's basically the same thing, right?
So healing by magic looks like it's going to take ages. So the only offensive magic I've got is I only have stun bolt, so I'm going to stun bolt him.
Okay. What force?
5. 1 hit.
Are you keeping that hit?
Yes.
Okay, so you will need to resist 3 drain.
2 hits.
His head jerks back like he's just been clotheslined by a railing or something. He's still on his feet, but he's looking pretty dazed. And he doesn't know what just happened, but he knows that hurt like hell.
I'm still going to take one of the drains, so I think I managed to do that, and I just sort of fall over.
That's stun, not physical, so you're still on your feet, you're still active. You're not happy about this fact. You would quite like to go for a lie down, reconsider life in general, but could be worse.
So I'm just going to cast this spell and then keel over and say, Doctor, what's your tits? Do something.
Miran, from where you are near the other gate, you can see some guys in high-vis who are just legging it out of the gate and away down the road. There's a whole lot of gunfire going on, and they are just noping the fuck out.
Fair.
From this point on, just if you see dock workers around, just assume that they're legging it and that they don't want any part in this. They're just going, nope, run away now. They've got the standard American hard hats that look a bit like an old World War I, World War II British Brody helm on. Don't think you particularly care about your fly spy since we're in combat, do you there, Huggy?
I was going to send it over the wall.
Okay, cool, go for it.
Then movement is 10, so I'm just going to go 10 meters straight up.
I'm just going to say, for the sake of simplicity, that you're just streaming this to everybody else's pan.
Yeah, that's the plan. So Merlin is launched from the side of the van and just goes straight up.
Can you give me a perception check on that drone, please, there, Huggy?
1 hit.
Yeah, it's enough to see the positions of people. There seem to be some forklift drones, but none of them are moving right now.
Well, they shouldn't be, because
The host is crashed.
Yeah.
That's why they're not moving. Yeah, some more dock workers run around like headless chicken. Oh, wait, no, Sunshine, my apologies.
So I'm still in the car with Toiger. Right. Oh, Toiger's outside.
Toiger's gotten out, gone for a wander, stun bolted somebody, and then gone. A lot of blood.
I'm gonna get out the car. That's probably a simple action.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab Toiger and drag him around behind the back of the car.
Toiger, are you willing to be dragged?
Probably yes. I'm in no fit position to resist anything.
You're doing that thing that people in shock do where you just kind of steer them.
And then I plonk him down behind the boot, partly to get us into cover, because this also means the engine block is at the front of the car, but it is still covering us a bit. Okay. Toy, how do I help you?
You have very pretty hair, and I'm just reaching up and petting her.
I start rummaging through his pockets looking for a first aid kit.
Toiger has no first aid kit, do you?
I do, I have a med kit.
Oh, right, fair enough. What rating?
6.
Alright, so, oh yeah, you find it alright. It's this big bulky pack strapped to his hip.
Okay, I'm just gonna take this off you, okay.
No, that's mine.
Uh,
No.
Okay, back.
I know.
Sunshine then goes, wait, fuck, I have no idea how to do this, and then, like, unzips it, and you know, you get, like, the little first aid leaflet of, like, what to do.
In the Shadowrun universe, the way they work is the first thing you do on opening up is there's like a pair of things that you put onto the patient, and they're basically it's a
tells you what's
biomonitor
wrong.
and it's got a computer in it. Even if you don't have the first aid skill,
Yeah.
you can roll the rating of the med kit as the
Yeah.
onboard computer scans them and tells you what to do.
Okay, cool. I will do that. So I roll 6 dice.
You are in
Fucking terrible conditions.
Yes, there's still lead flying around, sat on the ground behind a car. So -2. Yeah, you'll be at a -3 overall. So roll 3 dice.
That is fewer dice than I would like. I got a hit. Has anyone actually ever trained on a modern AED defibrillator?
Officially no, but also yes.
It sounds remarkably like those, because you open the box and then it starts talking to you, telling you what
It tells
to
you
do.
where to put the patches on the person, and then it tells you, do not shock.
However, I think you can default this. So that'd be logic -1. So roll that as well.
Okay. That's good. I have good logic. No, I don't. I have 3 logic.
So roll 2 dice.
I'm just going to do that as roll d6s. So these would have been added into my... So I'm now on 2 hits.
What I'm actually going to do is, because these rules are not fantastic, I'm going to say that each hit you get is going to be out 1 box of damage, but you will be doing this for 2 turns.
Yeah, that's fine, because I only have 1 pass anyway, so I might as well. I am...
And once first aid is administered, you can't get first aid again.
Okay.
So, yeah, you slap the trodes on, and it'll take 2 combat turns to heal these 2 boxes of damage. But once you put it on, and it's just going, patient has gunshot wound, apply pressure and gauze, and it just starts talking you through what you need to do, and at the bottom, it's got like a little dispenser, and it keeps just spitting out what you need. And, that's a honking big lot of morphine.
I'm imagining that there's a little AR, like, entity talking to you. So it's a little bit like Clippy, but a syringe. Or a plaster.
Yes!
Yes, he's called Stabby.
Yes, Stabby the syringe. I was actually thinking the exact same thing.
Happy, thank you for choosing Ares Medical Deluxe Premium First Aid Kit. Would you like to activate the warranty on the... No, shut up! Go away!
Come off, Stabby.
It looked like trying to heal a wound during a gunfight.
So,
Would you like help?
this isn't really rules as written, but it's quite thematic. If you do apply the morphine to him there, Sunshine, he's basically going to be under the effects of bliss.
Oh yeah, bliss Tiger out.
Are you giving him the morphine?
I mean, he's basically blissed anyway. What does bliss do before I sign another player up to this?
Ask whether he's doing it before you tell him the effects.
-1 to reaction, +1 to all thresholds, but it gives him pain resistance 3. So he will basically be able to ignore his physical damage penalties for the time being.
Seems like a very good thing to do.
He's currently at 5 physical. So, Toiga, what is your body rating, please?
My body is 2.
So, you're high.
I am away with the birds. I am
You are...
off with the bears.
Yeah, you're kind of going, oh yeah, my armpit still hurts. I don't care anymore.
So, which drone is that? I'm pointing at Greta and being like, Sunshine, look at that cool bird. I'm gonna catch it.
So a bunch of dock workers start screaming and running around. It's now the beast spirit's turn. Toiga, you're not down, so there is still a big angry cat kicking around. What would it like to do?
So the little mouse that shot at it, it's going to do some running and some pouncing and some stabbing with its venomous claws.
Alrighty. So, given that it used its astral last time, it has plenty of movement on the material plane. So you'll get a +2 for charging. He will get a +1 for being charged.
I've got natural weapon for a total of 6 hits.
So you have 4 net hits. Big golden kitty hisses, pounces on this guy with its claws, and he's got to resist 12 physical. How would you like this individual to die?
Mlemmed to death with an extremely sandpapery tongue.
Much as I do like the idea of being lemmed to death, it pounces at him, lands in front of him, swipe with the claw, that just takes the front of his chest off.
Left paw or right paw is being used?
It's left paw. I'm left-handed, Toiga's left-handed, the beast is left-handed.
Car that was going down the road, just the windscreen just covered in blood. Huggy, your turn.
Right. So I haven't moved the van yet.
Okay.
Charge.
Yeah, this van is going to... I'm going to try and get the van so I can get into this guy in my line of sights.
Yeah, the 3 in front of you in the gate entrance are all dead.
Yes, I'm going to the one up at the top. So I'm going to try... So I just come in here, turn around, to face him.
Alright, so you're driving through the gate into the compound and taking a shot at another one of the guards. Your drone had overwatch on who's running over from the water's edge, so take your shot.
Right, so... White Knight jumped in standard ammo. That's 7 hits.
So you've got 5 net. Is it long?
This is a long narrow burst, yes.
Bastard. 16 he's got to resist. He's probably dead, but we'll find out.
This is why you carry LMGs in your van.
So, you know that thing in, like, bad 80s action movies where people get shot with a machine gun and they just kind of jerk around and backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does that until he falls over the seawall into the harbour. Hansel.
Well, Hansel doesn't have much to do now. We've killed everything in the immediate area. Hansel is going to move forward and up so that she's just looking over the top of the wall.
Mav, your turn. You're still in the van.
Can I see anyone hostile? There's some dudes in hivers on cranes.
Yeah, they're the dock workers. They're basically hiding in the cranes, just going, nope, not going down that ladder right.
Yeah, good shout.
You can also see some other dock workers. They are just running for the hill. They're going, nope, nope, nope. There's gunfire. I don't have a gun on me. No. There's machine guns going off. I am not paid to die.
There is quite a lot of automatic gunfire happening.
Yeah, it's exciting out there right now.
It is, really. I'm just gonna chill. Not actually chill. Keep lookout.
For the sake of brevity, I am actually going to drop us out of combat here.
There's like 2 of them left.
3 of them. So a lot of the other guards, they basically just chuck their guns on the floor and go, nope, we are outgunned here, and just leg it along with most of the other dock workers. I'll keep this bit relatively quick. You guys just explore a couple of the buildings, and it's mostly just warehouse space. But you do find a Decker dead in a chair with blood coming out of her ear at one point as well. Ooh, that's burn marks around their data jack. Ooh.
I really need to get myself some black icy.
When you go into the room, it just, yep, think of burnt flesh. Oh, burnt flesh and electronics. When you go into one of the buildings, there is a dude in there. He's basically just a corporate suit, slightly older guy, greying, glasses, and he's just hiding under the desk. Dr. Butler, she just walks in and just shoots him in the foot. Still pointing the gun at him, just says, put your password in the terminal or I'm shooting the other one. The guy is just scared witless at this point, just bangs his password in and he's just begging for her not to shoot him, and she just ignores him, accesses the terminal. She just screams in frustration and runs out onto the dock. And she's just looking out to sea. In the distance, you can see a cargo ship heading out for open water. And she just yells, "Oh, frag it," and starts running for the nearest motor launch, dives for the boat, and yells at you, "Get in, losers. We're going to be pirates today."
All right.
Yo ho ahoy!
You chummers might be doing that. I think I'm taking Toiger to hospital.
But Sunshine, we're going to be pirates.
Toiger, you're actually in a really good position to do this now. You could roll a heal spell on yourself, and if you want to slap a stim patch on yourself beforehand, you can do it at a -1 instead of a -2.
Okay, so what do I have? I have a stim pack. It's rating 6.
Okay, so you'll be down to 0 stun. Yeah, just leave it be and just roll it. Then you'll only be at a -1, which is correct. So go for it.
Force 5 heal. 2 hits, I'm going to keep them both.
Okay, so you've managed to heal 2 boxes, so you're down to just 3, which means that while you're under the effects of Bliss, you're effectively not bothered by it right now. But the Bliss still gives you a -1, so it kind of basically works out the same. You're just a little bit spaced out at the moment, so you just cast the spell on yourself, and you can feel the bullet wound knitting up. But there's a big old scab there, and you're just thinking, "Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt tomorrow."
I choose to believe that. So, you know how cats purr at the resonant frequency of bone, and they do it when they're feeling sick and sore to make themselves feel better?
I didn't, but that's kind of awesome.
You can't be quite certain, but whenever Toiger casts heal, you're not. It sounds like he's maybe purring.
I love it. That's the best.
If you're running for the boat, there's not a vast amount of room on board. With the vehicles, you can send them home on grid guide.
I'm not going to send the truck home. I'm going to send the truck somewhere where I can pick it up. Where it can pick us up.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Huggy, you do have space on this boat for your drones, should you want to take them with you.
I will be taking all 3 then.
Okie doke.
Make sure they wear their life jackets.
Okay, Sunshine is still somewhat fussing over Toiger, but Toiger seems to be intent on going a pirating. So Sunshine sighs, pulls out a Fischetti Security 600, and then unfolds the stock. So she's now got a stocked pistol with a laser sight.
Nice.
I should mention, for everyone's knowledge, there is always going to be at least 1 stim pack and a level 4 medkit in Huggy's van.
Quick question there, Huggy. Do you have pilot watercraft?
I do not have pilot watercraft. I have aircraft and performing watercraft.
Can anyone drive a boat?
I mean, my girlfriend could drive boats. I could see if she's free.
Can anyone present drive
Huggy is
a
going
boat?
to jack herself into the boat, essentially. And go, fuck it, it can't be that much different from to a car.
Oh my god, it's totally different.
As soon as the engine roars to life, Huggy guns the throttle and you'll grab at the handles to avoid falling overboard, with Mav steadying his machine gun in the bow, while Sunshine, who grew up in a landlocked Denver, looks at the water in distrust. Dr. Butler, on the other hand, may want to consider a career running the shadows rather than journalism. She's in the bow of the launch, yelling to go faster and pointing out rocks in the water, until Murin decides he's not letting the team's payday kill herself and drags her back below the gunnel, where he can keep an eye on her as he tried to gain on the cargo ship. Thank you for spending some time with us and listening to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast. We hope that you enjoyed the show and look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks' time for our next episode. In the meantime, what is the most damage you've ever taken at once and stayed standing? Let us know on our Discord. Intro is More Human Than Human by Karl Casey, and the background music is also by Karl Casey. Outro music is Neon Thrills by Luck Hash, and all sound effects are credited in the show notes. The Tops Company Inc. has granted permission to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any other proprietary material for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with the Pride Against Prejudice podcast in any official capacity whatsoever. All other works mentioned in this podcast remain the property of their respective owners. The Pride Against Prejudice podcast is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 license. So if you want to use any part of the show, please give us the credit. See you next time, chummers.